So hello everyone and welcome back to GT1. This evening is our penultimate round of the championship, and kicking things off we have our 12-minute qualifying session and 25-minute Group 4 race round the latest addition to GT Sport. It is the new Laguna Seca race circuit, so we're just about to take it underway in a few minutes time for that, and then we shall have our 40-minute Group 3 reverse grid race, which is round Maggiore GP circuit, which will be later on. So big evening in terms of the championship tonight, as our championship leader, T Smith, can win the championship. It depends on a few things. We've got two wild cards happening this evening, which is going to be the Toyotas, who are Flying Ftrl, I'm on board with now, and also CJ. Flying Ftrl is in second place. I think he's 64 points behind T Smith, so you can get 33 points, I think it is. Overall, that's the max you can get up overall in a 1 week, which will get doubled if you have your wild card. So it just depends at the end. I should be able to do the maths at the end roughly, and I should be able to tell you if he has won the championship. The only other driver that's kind of in the fight at the moment is Pagani, who's not using his wild card. There will be 4 teams using the wild card at the last week, so it's going to be a massive 2 weeks in terms of the championship and deciding all of the orders of all the drivers and the manufacturers. In terms of anything else to note, we've got one new driver again. So we've got Hawkins, who's in the Corvette alongside his friend and teammate Iggy, who joined us last week. Iggy had a good few races last week, so hopefully the new guy can have some good races and we get to see how good he is. If he's anything like Iggy was very, very clean last week, and he was quite quick. He struggled a bit in the Group 4 race, but that Group 4 Corvette's not the greatest. But the Group 3 Corvette is a very, very nice, quick car. Pagani's a big lover of that car, and if Pagani usually likes a car, then it usually means it's quite good. So that definitely will be something to watch this evening. We'll go on board. Who should we go on board with and watch a lap or two? Let's go on board. We'll go on Mighty Egg. He's on an out lap. So obviously it's Laguna Seca. So both tracks this evening are quite twisty. Bit different to recently. A lot of corners. So teams like the Nissans, so Leecol and SF Racing. I think SF Racing is actually missing this evening. So just Leecol. Leecol might struggle this evening. It's going to be a bit probably a difficult evening for him. It's a lot of twisty stuff, and obviously the Nissan, notoriously, it's all about straight line speed, so it's not a big lover of all of the kind of twisty corners and things like that. So I'd expect him to struggle tonight. The Toyotas could be quite good in both tonight, actually, which is probably why they're using it. This is two tracks that should quite like. It likes quite a lot of flowing corners, and it's got quite a good change of direction, so it should be quite good around both of these this evening, hopefully. For them, as they've got their wild card. The other team that's using it is the Lexus this evening. So Lexus is... who's in the Lexus again? This is bad, I can't remember who's in the Lexus. Oh, it's Panda and SBY in the Lexus this evening. So Panda, you always know his car, it's the extremely bright sky logo on the side of it, so you're not going to be missing him. It should be... most cars probably do a one stop, depends on the car obviously. If you've got something like the Toyotas, you've got an easy one stop. Some of the cars, maybe like Lexus, maybe do a 2 stop, things like that. It's a bit twistier than most circuits, so tyre wear could be a little bit more than, for example, things like Monza, your high speed circuits, so it all depends, but it should be fairly alright tyre wear. So the qualifiers are supposed to get underway. Usually it's T Smith from CG up the top end. Usually it's one of them that's on pole. So in terms of people who are going to be starting the race on soft, you're going to have Peatman, Iggy, Donzo, Panda, Lico, exactly the people you'd expect, the Aston Martins, your Lexuses and your GTRs. So cars that have slightly more tyre wear will start on the softs. Anyone that has less tyre wear will probably be starting on the sub-softs and probably will be doing a one stop most likely. So I guess I'll keep on board with Lico and see how he gets on. As I say, I'm expecting Lico to have maybe possibly a bit of a difficult evening tonight. Not circuits that I'm expecting that GTR to be very strong at all, but we'll see at the end of the day. It might be a little bit of a shock. In terms of manufacturers, I'll double check who is in the lead. I'm sure it's a battle between Aston Martin and BMW. So you have at the top, you've got BMW in 258, but you've got Aston Martin 19 behind, who are using will have to use the wild card next week. Toyota's not out of it as well, they're on 210. They're a wee bit adrift, but they have got a wild card, and the thing is with a wild card makes a big difference in manufacturers because you've got two drivers using it obviously. So keep an eye out for Ftrl and CJ, and also for next week keep an eye on Aaron and Pagani and see if they can catch BMW. And you get Nissan in 4th, Lexus 5th, Mercedes of 6th, then you get the Subaru in 7th, and rounding it out is the Corvette obviously because they've just had one driver last week, which is why. On board with our new driver. He's just coming up to the trickiest part of the lap, which is the notorious corkscrew, just at the top of the hill. Very tricky section. You can get it, if you get it wrong you'll know about it. You end up sliding everywhere, and it's not the corner you want to get wrong. That'll be, you might see an overtake or two in there, but you'd have to be quite brave. But 99% of the overtakes are probably down into turn 1. So T Smith is set at 27.3 to go provisional pole, and then we've got our new driver who's coming across the line. Looks like going at 28 something, 28.8. So he's 1.5 seconds off of T Smith. So we've got Frome's just popped up into top position at 27.1, just under 2 tenths quicker. Then we get CJ in P3, Ron P4, Aaron P5. Relatively close though between them all. Peatman's popped himself up to P3 now. Get next Cats joining us, hello next Cats. We've got Donzo P7, SUI P8. Pagani who's down in P9 at the moment. I'm sure he'll probably move up a little bit. So we get Lico just starting the lap at the moment, so might as well come on board with him. He's coming around the next right hander, coming towards the end of sector 1 soon. And the GTR proving its difficulties through the corners there as it runs wide. That's not going to help his lap time at all. Blue flag in the group for Mercedes. You had a good race last week, blue flag, and group 3. Group 4, not so much. But we'll see tonight. Maggiore a little bit better. Come down the corkscrew, looking very nicely, nice and clean. Just a kind of long left hander now. It's quite a strange corner because it's quite an odd one. A left hander, it's quite a difficult corner to get right. I think you're coming into the last braking zone. Onto the main street. though he's going to come across the line. It's quite competitive actually. 28 flats, he pops himself up to P9 just ahead of Pagani. I mean just ahead of Pagani, he's 6/1000 ahead of Pagani. Very, 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 very tight. Peatman's on a lap only, he's sitting in P3. Which I think is definitely would I think it would be his best qualifying of the season if he keeps P3. He's on the lap at the moment. He's got the left hander just coming up towards the kind of corkscrew at the top. The trickiest corner on the circuit by quite a way. Subaru's quite a stable car. It's been quite quick in both championships this season. He's 4 times down through the first 2 sectors, so it doesn't look like it's going to be improvement anyway. Got Camis as well, so we've got Team Meow, well, what was Team Meow, in the chat now. Popping himself into the pits, so we've got CG coming across the line for... Oh, he's not improving yet. CG is starting on a lap though, so might as well stay on board with him. He's coming around to turn 1, so it's kind of like a long left-hander, quite a long corner, and it comes into a right-hander as well at the end of it, so it's quite a unique turn 1, turn 2 complex. He's under half a 10th up, so he's up a little bit. In fairness, doesn't have to be much. He's only 17/1000 off of Peatman ahead of him, so doesn't have to be much. He's coming through the double left-hander that's coming up, so he's through first of him, and now he's got the second one. This is kind of one you kind of want to go on the curb. Some cars are a bit better on the curbs than others, so you'll see some people take it a bit more aggressively, and then you'll have people taking it a bit cautiously, depending on the car. Coming into the corkscrew, a little bit slidey on the entry. He manages it alright. He kind of didn't do the most optimal line through there, so he's lost a 10.5. T Smith cements his pole. He's up to 27 flat now. So once again, T Smith proving why he's at the top of championship. I don't think it's going to be an improvement by CG, but if it is, it's going to be a tiny improvement. No, he's dropped even more in the last sector. Pagani pops himself up ahead of his teammate. Flying From is just at 26.6. 4, just under 5, half a second quicker than T Smith. And the Toyota, bear in mind the Toyota has their wild card this evening, so Frome needs to have a good race this evening. If he does have a good race this evening, then you never know, he might be able to close that gap on T Smith. It all depends how T Smith's races go. If he has a decent race, then it looks likely that he'll be winning the championship by the end of the evening. Is he on another lap? Just coming down the corkscrew at the moment. Takes it very nicely through there. She attempts down, she's not actually on a good lap. Aaron on a lap, I think, at the moment. He's coming around final corner now. Flashing his headlights as usual. Exact same as what I do. Not meaning to, but he's just under a 10th off what he did previously. Dons will come around the final corner. Nice and clean last corner there. Got the power early. Dons will coming across the line, say at 27.8, so he's just improved a bit. So I think he's jumped Aaron there. He's up to P7. Mighty Iggy, Peatman actually sets at 27.3, and the Mighty Iggy's at 27.7. So Peatman's Still in P3, so it's qualified so far from Peatman. Doing well in that Subaru. A couple of guys coming out of the pits. Pagani, and that's Michael C in the background in the red Mercedes. So we've got Bob in the chat. Bob. I think he might be the viewer that is the most consistent every week. Doesn't miss a race. So hopefully you enjoy this evening's races. Who else should we go board with? Aaron taking... I think he's just avoiding people actually. Get Lico down around. He's down P12 at the moment, which is not massively surprising. The GTR. Oh, he's off again. He's not happy in that GTR. Does not like this circuit at all. It is not a happy bunny. Hockey Hopkins moves himself up to P12 in his debut, so he's ahead of Lico now. Michael C at the back. Michael C's been massively struggling this season with that Mercedes. He's not got to grips with it at all. He's had a couple of decent races, but then quite a few races where it's just not went right at all. Okay, so Peatman's just starting a lap now. He's on a soft tyre, strangely, which is a bit odd. But he's coming through, nice and clean. You don't want to go too tight around turn 1, turn 2. It's actually a little bit quick to go a little bit wider sometimes. He's a 10th and a bit down for the left-hander. He's avoiding the curbs, which is interesting. A lot of people usually take the curbs a little bit more. The Subaru's usually alright, but he's avoiding them a bit. The Junkies in the chat. Junkie Sport. Having a break from making all the liveries for the Nations Cup. Junkie Sport has to make about, I guess, can't even remember the number, something. Oh, Peatman, that's not how you take it. That is a prime example of how not to do the corkscrew. That is what happens if you outbrake yourself when you cannot get the car turned in and you end up kind of jumping over the corkscrew. T Smith sets a 26.7, so it's under a 10th off T Smith. So everyone's setting their final laps at the moment. Oh, Brom's all over. Curb there. It's not going to help. Brom's not been as quick as his teammate throughout this season, but I think this might be a good lap. But yeah, he popped himself all the way up to P3, so great lap, great last lap there for Rom. SPY pops himself up to P7. Pagani stays P4. Peatman's finished. CJ's finished. Everyone's near enough finished. Blue Flag pops himself up to P11. And that is it. So Flying From on pole with the double points. And then we get T Smith in second, Rom, Pagani, and as always, GT Sport likes to put it away before I can read it out. Junkie Sports just said he's got 120 cars. Jesus. That's a hell of a lot of cars. Right, so getting underway, we've got From seems to be very regular on pole in that Toyota. Then we get T Smith right behind. That is the worst camera angle I have ever had. You are joking, GT Sport. What's I supposed to do with that? Lights out and away we go. Have to change the camera angle, it's just that dreadful. T Smith once again usually jumps from the Toyota. Peatman up to P2 on the outside of T Smith. T Smith manages to hold it. Rom down the inside. Peatman, he might get the line, but you have to go round the outside in the next corner. CJ's in 4th place. Rom's down in P7, he's lost 6 positions. Peatman still down the inside there, Rom. I think Rom's still holding at P2 at the moment. Peatman's still there though on the inside. Rom's went wide, that's going to allow Peatman up. CJ battling Pagani, past Rom as well. Pagani might be having a look here. I think CJ's bumped Peatman. Pagani having a look down the inside of CJ. T Smith has ran away with it already, he's off. Pagani down the inside up to P3, just coming for the first time towards the tricky corkscrew, so keep an eye on any mistakes. CJ being a bit brave on the brakes. It looked like Frome, who's managed to get back up to P5, bumped into his teammate a little bit there. It looked like Aaron Taylor having a look down the inside there. I saw you get SBY and P9 and the blue flag just behind him P10. So first time going down the straight, we've got Peatman still in P2, Yannick just behind. And then it's CG, Toyota's in 4th and 5th. Toyota's will move up towards the end of the stint with the tyre wear, so keep an eye on them. CJ, Frome sitting behind each other, Rom down in P6, Aaron Taylor up the inside of Donzo up to P7, blue flag still in P9, SBY, Mighty Iggy, a debutant, Hockey Hopkins in P12, Michael C's moved up a little bit in the Mercedes, Lee Cole down in P14, and then we've got Rimden out is Panda in P15. So T Smith had 2.8 seconds leading, we've not even completed 2 laps yet. Miles ahead. Peatman's moving away a bit from Pagani here as well, he's got a lane time gap. Frome's a bit behind. Pagani's being closely followed by his teammate and Ron Elson. Keep an eye on this battle coming in towards corkscrew. They all seem to get through quite cleanly. Some cars take a bit different line. They sometimes take like an inside line all the way through, and some cars like outside to inside line through that long left-hander. Oh, Rom once again on the curb, but he's managed to control it. Flying Frome's catch caught back of Pagani a little bit there. Rom looks like he's quite close to the back of CJ. Rom's BMW got the straight line speed advantage over that Toyota, but he's going to have to go round the outside. He wants to overtake. CJ takes the defensive line. Rom has to back out there, he's not going to get that move done around the outside there. Aaron's still in P7, kind of latching onto the back of Rom now. And then we've got Donzo still in P8, blue flag in P9, SUI still P10, and it's Mighty Iggy, his teammate just behind him, Hockey Hopkins. Then we've got Michael C and Lee Cole having a bit of a battle at the moment. So keep an eye on these. Mighty Iggy having a bit of a look there, SBY. Michael C managed to move away a bit from Lee Cole. Lee Cole got that corner wrong a bit there, which is why he's lost a bit of ground. SBY P10 just behind, blue flag, and a little look there at Donzo coming towards the corkscrew. Took it nice and clean. Rom's now in P6. Frome having a look at Pagani. Pagani takes a normal line. Frome round the outside, coming to the last corner, down the straight. CJ, Kevin to defend here from Rom. Rom's going to get him down the straight here. He's now in the selection with Frome. Pagani looks like he's got enough coming down turn 1 over the Toyota. Rom manages to complete the move up to P5 ahead of CJ now. Covering after his off at the start. Pagani on the curb a little bit there. Frome just fighting him towards the next right-hander. Pagani managing to hold him at bay at the moment, but he's got a bit of a train form behind him, and his teammate might be on this shortly. Frome having a look down the inside now. Oh, I think Pagani's touched him slightly, but he's managed to keep it on the track. Rom down the inside, CG down the inside as well. Coming towards the corkscrew, this is not a place you want to be having a battle. Pagani lifts off sensibly. And then Garen is latching onto the back of his teammate at the moment. CJ and Rom having a bit of a moment. I think Rom went down the inside of CJ there. Oops, CJ has a wiggle. Had a bit of a wiggle mid-corner, so that's allowed Pagani back through. Aaron might be a little bit interested in CG. There's a little bit of a kick of oversteer in my corner there. Aaron might be able to get CG here. You get straight line speed advantage. Have a look down the inside maybe. He's gaining, not gaining enough though. It's not particularly long straight. CG manages to hold him back. Aaron's quite a big fan of Laguna, so it's one to watch. Blue flag's up to P8 ahead of Donzo now. Mighty Iggy, SBY and P11, then we've got Hockey. Michael C, who's having a bit of a battle with him. Then we've got Leco just behind him, P14. Panda's a little bit of drift, and P15 at the back. Michael C having a look at Hockey down the inside. Gives him the room. Michael C still there for the next left-hander. Hockey giving him the space. Leco having a look, coming towards a corkscrew. A little bit of a straight here, so the GTR is going to have a bit of an advantage. Leco round the outside. Good move by Leco up to P13. Blue flag still in P8, and then we get CG, P7. CG's in the pits. Is he just getting out of that clean air up there because he's in the toilet? The toilet is tyre wear is fine. Good side caution in the chat. Shouting for his fellow Nissan. T Smith is 5.5 seconds back to Peatman now. It's a big old gap. Then we get From second behind. Rom, the fellow P&W driver, up T Smith in P4. Aaron P5 with Pagani just behind his teammate. Blue flag latching onto the back of these as well now, so Blue flag having a decent race. Then we get the Mighty again, Donzo as well, so it's a kind of coming onto the back. The Astons are struggling a little bit more in tyre wear, noticed so far, just kind of affecting them a little bit more than everyone else. Blue flag having a look at Blue flag, Blue flag having a look at Blue flag, Blue flag having a look at Pagani even, and then towards the corkscrew, but just sits back. Mighty Iggy's still there though, in the Corvette. Donzo just behind as well. I think it's Donzo's in the Subaru, isn't he? Yeah. So we get Aaron. I might see Pagani or Aaron in, so I don't know if they'll maybe go for the two stop. They're struggling a little bit on tyre wear, but not at the moment anyway. He's staying out. Still 5.5 seconds out front. Frome's now caught to the back of Peatman, coming through turn 2. Got Rom just behind this, so keep an eye on this, see if Frome can make a move. Tyre wear advantage will start coming a little bit. Frome's actually got less tyre wear on the fronts than Peatman, and Frome's on the super soft while Peatman's on the softs. Peatman went wide, that's going to allow Flying Frome through. That helps Flying Frome. He's now at 5.3 seconds, so keep an eye on that gap and we'll see if he can catch up to the back of T Smith. Wouldn't rule it out. Toyota should be quite strong around here. So Aaron's still in P5, and then he's got his teammate behind him. Blue flag putting a bit of pressure on, and then we get the Mighty Iggy and Donzo behind. Leco having a battle with Michael C. Leco looks like he's got position coming up to the left-hander. Looks like he's got that, so we get Panda P12 now. Look at the tyre wear on that Lexus. It's not exactly, it's one of the worst cars on tyre wear, but that front right will be in this lap. They'll be able to go much longer on that. So 5 seconds now, just under 5 seconds. So Frome is catching slowly here. Peatman and P3s went wide again. Might say Peatman in. Coming in. Keep forgetting that the pit lane entry's a little bit before the main straight in the track. Keep forgetting that. Rom's having a look down the inside. Brave on the brakes. Peatman gives him the room. Rom gets the move done on Peatman. Aaron 5 seconds back now. Then we've got Pagani, blue flag. Blue flag's nearly pushing him down the straight. Blue flag trying to go round the outside. Mighty Iggy's going to have a bit of a run now on blue flag. Donzo having a look down the inside of Mighty Iggy. Iggy down the inside, he's up to P8. Blue flag now, so just sitting behind. Back of Pagani. Don't think he's going to make a move down the inside of the corkscrews, a little bit too far back. For that, I think. He's catching slowly though, but it's going to be enough by the end of this. Straight. So, Pagani gets it up a little bit wide, so it's allowed blue flag to have a good run. Blue flag having a look there, but that's off Donzo down the inside. All these guys jump into the pits. Donzo and Peatman stay out though. Everyone's in the pits, bar those two. Brandler's in as well. CJ's already pitted, as SPY and Mighty Hockey, the Mighty Hockey Hawkins. I can't speak again. Okay, so we've got Peatman still out front. I'm pretty sure he'll be in this lap. Donzo should be in this lap as well. SPY with the undercuts coming. He's out in P5. T Smith has got out ahead of him. Frome's only 2 seconds back now. That BMW has to fill up a little bit more. So keep an eye on the gap now. It's 2 seconds. SPY P5. Rom P6 just behind us. We'll keep an eye on Rom, see if he can make that move quite quickly and try and catch up to Frome possibly. This will help. Rom can get a decent result here as having that fight in the manufacturers with Aston Martin, who have got to use the wildcard next week. The last 2 rounds, which are Notch Life, I can't remember the other one. That's SPY's went wide there, so that's allowed Rom through. Peatman's in. Donzo is in. So T Smith is going to regain P1. Frome's caught 2:10, so it's down to 1.7 seconds, so we might have a battle towards the end of this race for the win. Rom retake P3. SPY will have to come in at the pits soon. Oh, he's went wide. Slowed CJ through. Blue flag having a fight with Pagani. What's up to Aaron? He's filled up a little bit more, that's what's happened. So he's blue flag. Pagani. Blue flag has inside line. Pagani having a look down the inside. Blue flag gives him enough room. Pagani round the outside. Blue flag has inside line, so he's going to have to do a bit of a switch back possibly. Mighty Iggy having a bit of a look here as well. All these guys getting quite interested, trying to make a move. Pagani once again has a look. Mighty Iggy's there as well. Pagani's round the outside. Brave move. Blue flag gives him the room. Come towards the next left-hander. They're still going to go side by side. Pagani round the outside. Great move by Pagani. Absolutely great move. Up into P7. Peatman just ahead now. 1 second gap between them. SPY will come in the pits, so they'll move up in place soon. Aaron down in P10. He's got a little bit more fuel, so that may be an advantage towards the end. Lee Cole down in P12. Michael C P13. Hockey in the debut in P14. The Panda in P15. T Smith 1.2 seconds now. Frome is catching quickly here. Last lap he was 4 times quicker, so he is catching. Pagani catching up to the back of Peatman now. The Mighty Iggy having a look here. Blue flag there. Mighty Iggy closing up massively there under brakes, going with turn 1, turn 2. Aaron just at the back of this, just in touch. P9. These guys are look like catching Peatman. No, SUI's come into the pits. So he's come out and P15. I think. Yep, he's come out at the back. Have to make up some places towards the end. He's lost a bit of time to Peatman. He's had a good lap, obviously. CG and P4. Down to 4 temps now at the lead, so we need to watch the battle at the front here. From double points, needs to get past. From looks like he's got the upper hand at the moment. T-Smith has a 27.6. It's going to be a great lap for T-Smith, which is why Froome is right on his back now. Going to turn 1. Issue Froome's going to have to probably make a move maybe in a corner. He's probably looking at the straight line speed, even with slipstream, to get past in the main straight. It's going to have to be a decent move to get past T-Smith, I think. So coming up to the left-handers now. T-Smith away a little bit in this first part of the lap. From still right there though. Come up to the left-hander. Trickiest corner on the track. Come up to the corkscrew. T-Smith takes it nicely. Froome as well. Peatman's on the back of CJ. Having a look towards the final corner now. And try and get past on the straight. Looks like he's going to get a run here. Subaru's quicker in the straight line than the Toyota. He's going towards the outside. CJ has the inside line. Gonna have to be brave on the brakes. Have to go around the outside. CJ gets inside. Peatman brakes late. CJ defends well. Pagani's got away from blue flag a little bit now. Mighty Aggie, Aaron still in P9, Donzo, Lee, Michael C, Panda, OK, and SBY. T-Smith still just over 4 temps ahead of Froome. Probably have another 5, probably going to be 4 laps actually. After this one, another 4 laps, so they'll finish on lap 17. Both of them taking the corkscrew nicely, no issues through there. It's kind of been, the gap's kind of stayed solid out 6-7 temps now. CJ's went a bit wide there, he's got that a bit wrong. Peatman round the outside. You can't really go round the outside there, it's not the kind of corner for it. Peatman still sits back. Pagani's latched onto the back of them now as well in the Aston Martin. Blue flag still has a Mighty Aggie for company. I'm just struggling a little bit in P9. I thought he'd move up a little bit, but he's sitting back in P9. Might be trying to hope that the guys in front might run out of fuel, so they've got a little bit less than what he has. CJ overtook possibly here. Peatman. CJ brakes much later. Peatman. CJ managed to brake very late there, managing to keep the position. I'm surprised he managed to get that slowed down there. Couple of battles going on here, quite a lot happening. 2 temps now separates T-Smith and Froome. Coming towards the corkscrew. T-Smith under a lot of pressure here from Froome. T-Smith takes that slightly nicer. Froome got away a little bit, moved away about 10. Froome takes the left-hander quite nicely though, fast left-hander. Froome right on the back here. Will the slipstream be enough to get him past at turn 1? Needs to get a good exit, which he seems to have got a reasonable exit. Seems to be quite similar. He's not gaining enough here. He's that's what I mean. He's staying at the same distance. He's not able to overtake that Toyota. What's happening? P4, we've got Peatman. Pagani down the inside of CJ. It's going to be an easy move, I think, for Pagani. He's going to have the straight line speed advantage. CJ's really struggling. Both of these guys are really struggling on tyres. Blue flag, I think. Blue flag could actually get P5 here, I think. Much better tyres than everyone else. Mighty Iggy, Aaron, and P9. Back out front. No, T-Smith still ahead of Frome. Frome gets a decent run there. Having a look there towards the left-hander. T-Smith goes a little wider. Frome takes a bit more of an inside line. Once again towards the corkscrew. T-Smith slides down the first part. Frome takes a different kind of line through there, but it doesn't really work out. T-Smith's got away about 2 attempts. Towards the left-hander now. Frome having to sit back. He's going to have to probably wait for T-Smith to make a bit of a mistake. T-Smith goes a bit wide. But he's not going to be close enough. Not a chance. BMW is moving away slightly there. It's maintaining the gap with slipstream. T-Smith's actually moving away at the end. Oh, T-Smith slides. It's going to allow Frome to get even closer. This is a big fight for the championship and also for the manufacturers. Frome right on the back now. He's going for a look. Frome, T-Smith goes defensive on the inside. Frome trying to go round the outside, but T-Smith is covered everything off. Coming towards the next left-hander. T-Smith far enough ahead this time. Frome gets a good run though. Is he going to dive it down the inside? He goes to the outside line for the corkscrew. He's there down the inside. Frome's going to go wide, is he? Touch wheels. T-Smith has the inside line. Frome has to lift off. Can have one more lap here. Frome still has to sit back. It's not close enough. He needs to be right behind. Even if he's right behind, he's going to have to dive down the inside if he wants to overtake on this straight. As close as he's been, he's 3 attempts away, but even still, it's now 4 attempts. Last lap. Rom still in P3. Frome closing up on T-Smith. Is he going to go for a last lap overtake? T-Smith managing to hold him back. Frome takes much more speed through that corner. Both seem to be alright in fuel. Shouldn't be any issues. T-Smith, bit of a dodgy run through there. Frome's going to go round, try and go round the outside. It's backed off. T-Smith's going to have the inside line. Frome's going to try a bit of an undercut, a switchback. Going towards the next left-hander. Coming up towards the corkscrew for the final time. Frome having a look. T-Smith slides on the gravel. Frome messes it up a little bit as well. T-Smith looks like he's holding it off. Frome takes a massive slide there on the curb. Frome 2 attempts. T-Smith goes defensive. Frome's going to try it round the outside. T-Smith 1/10. I think T-Smith's going to hold it just. Oh, great finish by those guys. T-Smith holds him off. T-Smith takes the win. Frome P2. Ron back in P3. Peatman with his, I think it was the best finish of the season in P4, so well done to him. Pagani is going to take P5. Pagani manages to time us. penalty well, so the Mighty Iggy jumps up to P6, CG drops down as penalty to P7, Blue Flag in P8, Aaron in P9, Donzo in P10, Lico manages to get up to P11, Michael C P12, SUI is going to take P13, Panda's going to take P14, and Hockey on his debut is P15. Oh my god, tyre on that front right tyre. What in the world? It's just not a happy Corvette. I think that might explain why it's P15. The tyre wear. It's been not great in that Corvette. So T Smith manages to hold on. So that's gonna move him 60. What's a gap? So T Smith was. He was 62 ahead, so he's now going to have gained, because of double points, he's going to have gained 22, he's going to have gained 10 points on him. So the gap's now down to 52. So as long as T Smith gets, I think, P6, P7, he should win the championship, I think. Let's try on the next. But it depends, obviously I need to count the gap between them and the Astons because I've not used a wild card yet. So it should be about a 10-minute gap possibly to Maggiore. It's a great battle there towards the end for the lead. Great battle towards the end, so so our next race is the 40-minute Group 3 race, which is reverse grid. You have to use all 3 tyre compounds, so the soft, the super soft, softs and the mediums at any point. Any order you like. You can do more stops if you want. Some people do the 2-stop, medium, soft, super soft. Some people do it in the other way around, or sometimes people do 10-minute free stops if they don't like the mediums as much. Some cars prefer the mediums to others. So as you can see, a couple of people looks like they're going to be starting the mediums. And then we get a couple of people on the softs as well. So you'll always have a range of strategies. Most people usually start on the mediums, most often. But obviously you've always got a few differences. So Maggiore's quite, once again, it's another kind of long flowing track. A couple of straights, but a lot of it is very flowing, so we should be starting in 5 minutes time. So in terms of overtaking, most overtakes will be down at turn 1, and then you've also got this next straight, which the Mighty Iggy's just no, actually he's coming towards the. Where's he coming towards actually? Can't remember the blooming track. Just quite back, so I'm driving it tonight. Oh, this, yes it is this bit. So the Mighty Iggy's come towards it now. This is a long straight into like this right-hander, which you can cut quite a bit. When I mean you can cut quite a bit, you can kind of go on the white curb. All 4 tyres can be kind of off the curb, if that makes any sense. So you can get a lot of time through there. So that's one of the main overtaking spots. A lot of S's, so your car needs to be quite stable around here. Can't be too twitchy through quite a few of the sections. need quite decent acceleration around here, but more often you're going to need to be quite stable. So the mighty Iggy's come around the last corner, which is kind of a long, flowing last corner onto the main street. It's not the longest street in the world, which is why you might see quite a lot of the overtakes in that other straight, the downhill straight. And then turn 1's very kind of take the care bit that mighty Iggy's just done there for the next part, which is the slow left-hander, right-hander, sorry. There's quite a lot of slow corners in the first sector, and then you've got a right-hander here that leads on to another small straight towards possibly the most difficult corner on the track. It's a very odd corner. It's kind of like a right-hander. You kind of want to go to the inside, but you actually go to the outside first because it's that long, and then you go to the inside and take the curb on the exit if you can. A bit like the mighty Iggy's just done. Lee Cole takes a slightly different line where he goes on the inside all the way around. Some cars prefer it a bit differently. Mighty Iggy was very good last week in Sardinia B, which was a Group 3 race, so keep an eye out. Group 3 Corvette's a nice car, so he should be up there. T Smith is usually extremely quick in the Group 3 races. CG and Ftrl usually struggle quite a bit more in Group 3. Super's a little bit of a tricky car to handle if you not get used to it. It's very twitchy, particularly in the mediums. So I'll be hoping to pick up some decent points tonight. So if they pick up some decent points, that's good for other manufacturers, particularly for the Manufacturers Championship. Keep an eye on our new guy as well, see how he gets on alongside his fellow teammate. Then there was very, very good to watch. Very similar over pace T Smith and Ftrl, particularly in Group 4. T Smith usually get the upper hand in the Group 3. Because that Supra's tricky car to handle. It's a bit of a diva. So there is quite a lot of S's around this track. It's quite a lot of just after the kind of strange long right-hander, you've got quite a few S's, which you kind of need to take right. It's quite a difficult complex to get fully right. SVY's all over the shot there for the first part of that on the Lexus. Some cars should really excel here, and then you've got other cars. Nissan might be quite bad round here. A lot of tricky corners, a lot of fast corners, and a couple of slow ones. It's not a Panda having a massive wiggle there. So as I said, the gap before this was 62 points. Ftrl has took 12 points off. So was it 12 points? It wasn't 12 points, wasn't it? It was 11 he got. So it's, oh, actually he did. He got the pole. I'm mistaken. So it is 12 points actually. I've got the pole. So it's 12 points. The gap's now 50 points. The max you can get is 32 without a wild card. So Ftrl needs to outscore Tom by 18 points, otherwise the title is done. So that's what we need to watch this evening, this race. So unless Ftrl outscores Tom by 18 points, T Smith, the title is all over. And that might be quite a difficult task here. I'm fully expecting T Smith to be very strong in that BMW, but we shall see. Mighty Eggy just come through the S's. You can cut quite a few of the S's, that one is particularly, you can cut it a little bit more. The Mighty Eggies, I think he's just realised that we're starting, I think that was anything else. So yes, it's just about to start now. So as I say, it's reverse grid, so we'll have our new addition starting on pole, and then it will be Panda and P2, and just behind them it should be SBY, Michael C, Malik Gold, Donzo, Aaron, Blue Flag, CG, Iggy, Pagani, Peatman, Rom, Froman, T Smith. So 40-minute race, mandatory 2-stop, and this could be the race that decides the championship. So let's we're away. Holly Hopkins seems to have got a good start, very good start actually. He's off. Panda and P2 still. Michael C, SBY down the inside of Panda. Michael C's round the outside. Oh, a couple of bumps there. Aaron's round the outside. SBY's lost it on traction. Panda's nearly lost it on traction as well. That's still a Michael C round the outside, but he's went too far out on the outside. Donzo's up to P4. Oh, Donzo's round. Donzo's span. He's having to go all the way around now. Hockey Hopkins is away on P1 now. He's got a 2-second lead already. SBY's in P2. And we get Panda. Aaron has a bit of a wobble there on exit. So Hockey Hopkins is on softs, and then we get super softs and SUI, so SUI will need to get away a bit here. Panda, Aaron on the mediums, just coming towards downhill straight. Mighty Eggy down the inside of Aaron, gives him the space. Panda's on the gravel on exit, but he just about managed to get away with that. Don't lose too much time on the gravel there, believe it or not. He shouldn't go too far. Leakel's up to P6 in the Nissan. I think he's starting near there, so he's managed to just hold on. Michael C's in P9, Blue Flag's just behind P10, and we've got Rome, T Smith, P12, Rom's in P13, Peatman and Donzo's at the back after his earlier spin. City Posh is saying it's a beautiful track. I agree. I love it, for sure. It's a nice track. Panda possibly going to try and overtake the Mighty Eggy, who managed to get past. Just missed it at the end there. Mighty Eggy's on the soft tyres, so he should be quite quick there. Aaron down the inside of Panda. Coming towards the next left-hander, into the right-hander. Looks like he's walked past quite quickly here. Will he go down the inside? This tricky left-hander, he's went for it. Panda gives him the space, kind of lets him through there. So he's going to try a bit of a switch back. Good move by Panda. Oh, Aaron's still there though on the inside. Towards the... one of them are going to have to back out. Yep, Panda backs out, Aaron through. Oki in P1. SUI in P2 on those super soft tyres. He's already passed them, I think, down the inside towards his right-hander. Hockey Hopkins though puts it back in. SUI gives the room. SUI does a got it back now. Hockey Hopkins has the inside line for the next left-hander. So SUI has to sit back for the time being, allowing Mighty Eggy to catch up a little bit. Aaron up into P4 now. Panda, Pagani having a look at Leakel, then CJ in P8. was. Last corner. He touches SBY. Hockey Hopkins went wide as well. So the Mighty Eggies up to P1. SUI's in P2. Hockey Hopkins down to P3. Aaron's in P4. Panda P5. Rico still managing to keep ahead of Pagani. Pagani looks quick though. He's already having a look. Maybe have a look down the inside with that. Nissan's quick. Down the straights. Pagani backs out. Pagani's going to be much quicker through this section here though, the fast left rights. Not Nissan I'd expect. Lico still has the inside line. Pagani needs to back off, but he's going to have a much better exit and through the S's. And they're pushing them down. Pagani looking every way, trying to get a wave through. Coming towards the straight now. Lico's going to get the slipstream though of a Panda, so Lico could be down the inside of Panda here. Lico goes to the inside. Pagani sits back. Pagani has a look. Lico's going to go wide. Panda nudges Lico. Slave there. Flag still on P9 with T Smith just behind. Some of these guys have struggled to make any progress really at the start. All these front runners are on softer compounds, so it's making it a bit difficult. Aaron has looked down the inside at the last corner. Hockey Hopkins gives the room around the outside. Hockey Hopkins has got that straight line speed a little bit. Aaron though, brave on the brakes. I think he's managed to get it turned in. He just about. We've got a big camera angle there. Hockey Hopkins is still there though, just about. He's got place. Panda's done P5. Then we got Pagani, CJ just behind. Michael C's down the back now. So the Mighty Eggies. Second gap to SBY, just under 2 seconds back to Aaron. It's the first of the medium runners. Now we've got Hockey Hopkins, Panda, Gary, dispatched Lee after he had a bit of a wobble. Or as Lee Cow said last night, a wobble. Hockey Hopkins looks like he's going to gaining on a straight line. Thinks better of it. Had a little bit of a look, but thought better of it. Blue flag having a little bit of a look there on Lico. Oh, blue flag. Oh god, done. It's a bit close to the ball. There's a bit. Oh, down the inside. Coming towards the final few corners. Ftrl having a look now as well on the Supra. Peatman. There's a bit of hit front there. Pagani bails out, so as I expected, a couple of guys are going to be doing the free stop. We're going to be getting off those mediums. I'm not quick around here at all. There's a lot of corners, so it's a bigger gap between tyres and a lot of the circuits. Frome and T Smith battling again. T Smith and fifth. Frome's down sixth now. Peatman just behind on the softs. Rom, I think, came out already. I think Rom must have pitted. Is he actually? So I think, yeah, Rob must have pitted quickly. He's on the super sauce now. He's past Peatman already down the inside. Through for the S's now, he's up to 7th. So blue flags come out, he's not filled up any fuel though, which is why he's come out in P9 ahead of Panda. Doesn't look like he's filled up much fuel either. Then we get Donzo, Lee having a battle. Lee looking for a gap, he's going to pass him though down the inside I think for this next straight. Aaron's there though, Donzo. Outside Lee Cole's going to be down the inside, Aaron might try and follow him through here. Aaron, oh, bit messy. Aaron up to P12. Aaron's got a lot more fuel as well, so Aaron might have planned this out quite well. Mighty Iggy, I think he'll be in this lap. No, he's not actually. Is he coming in this lap? He looks like he's staying out. Yeah, he's staying out. SUI though bails out. CJ bails out. T Smith past Hockey Hopkins. T Smith I think pitted very early on, which is why he's at P2. So the thing is with this race, you don't really know what's happening until the last 5-10 minutes. You can just wing it a bit. You kind of can guess a little bit where people are. You kind of know sometimes. As I was like, you don't really know fully until the last few minutes. Peatman's round. Oh, he's one ghosted now. That's lucky. So that's kind of ruined Peatman's race. Hockey Hopkins will be in this lap as well, I think. Tyres are struggling now. SVY's come back out on the mediums, but I think SVY, by the looks of his fuel, is just on the mediums just to get them done. Rom looks very racy behind SPY here. It's gone to the outside. You can have the slipstream though, the car ahead. I think he might be passing this SPY. Robin goes a bit defensive. Down the left, oh, bumps into Hockey Hopkins. It's a bit of a different line. SUY is kind of just about there on the outside. Rob has the line. Get through. Blue flag joining in the back of this as well. And you get Panda, Pagani, Nico, Aaron. Donzo, who will be in this lap. Peatman down the back now after his earlier spin there. Brom looks very, very racy around here. Ooh. Gives the Hockey a bit of a bump there. Rom's down the inside. Blue flag having a look as well. Oh, a lot of wiggling going on here. Hockey Hopkins nearly loses it. SVY getting bumped. Couple of bumps there. Panda manages to jump them all up to P4. The Mighty Iggy, wow, the Mighty Iggy's still going. Oh, I mean, he's still got the pace to keep going. Right, we'll get T Swift now in P2. Rom in P3, so the BMWs are doing well here. At the moment, as it stands, I know T Swift is a little bit out of sync. At the moment, the championship is over. Having a look at Hockey Hopkins. Hockey Hopkins needs to come into the pits now. His tyres are just gone. Aaron's up P9 now, Lico P8, SUI just ahead, Gani having a look at Panda. Blue flag's already past Panda. Blue flag is another one that looks very racy so far. Pagani, doubt he's going to have the inside line, should have. Oh, Panda's still there though. Bumping Pagani, looks like he's got the move though. So Gani up to P5. Blue flag, P4 instead. Rom's in P3 and then we've got T Smith still out front. Mighty Iggy will be in this lap. He should be anyway. I think he's got enough fuel to go for another lap anyway, so he will be in. T Smith is catching quite quickly now as well. T Smith is right there now. Might even try and go for a move here. Backs off, lets the Mighty Iggy. Iggy's line, Mighty Iggy will be in this lap, I'm sure of it. Yep, Mighty Eggy heads into the pits, so T Smith is released into P1, then we get the Rom, who's going to be released into P2, so at the moment as it stands, BMW 1-2. Blue flag P3, looks very comfortable in that. I must say, he's in the super softs now. So he's ran 2 compounds now, he's not run the softs yet. So Bugatti sticks in P4 just behind Blue flag. Panda P5, decent race so far for Panda at the start anyway. SBY having a slide, Aaron down the inside. SBY is on the grass. Hopefully he's going to rejoin. Let's rejoin safely. From P9, Supras, P9, P10. Eggy P11, Hockey, Donzo, Peatman, Michael Seasons, Pits. So T Smith still in P1. Got Rom P2. If everyone can watch the stream if they're enjoying this, can you give the stream a little like, because it helps us out massively. We don't mind. Blue flag P3 still. Pagani just behind. Blue flag is on the super soft, so Pagani's on the softs. So Pagani's doing well so far. Panda P5 just coming down. I think, to be honest, so far what we've seen, the main overtaking zone has been this straight, which is it's actually a bit longer than the main straight so far. And then you've got a couple of these faster corners coming through here. Oh, these are kind of fly out though. And there's this kind of right hand, double right hander. Having a bit of a wiggle there. So T Smith should be in shortly, might carry on another lap I think. Yeah, he does. Rom, another BMW P2, Blue flag and Pagani look very quick so far though. Nico's doing well in that GTR. SVY goes to the pits, he's already gotten off those mediums. Mighty Eggy's out in the super softs. And then we've got Hockey Hopkins, Donzo Peatman and Michael C. So keep an eye on this battle here for P2, P3 and P4. Rom just ahead. Rom will be in, I think, at the end of this lap. Maybe we'll go one more lap, but I'd imagine he'll probably win this lap. Blue flag having a look down the inside towards this tricky right hander. Rom gives him the room. Going around the outside though. Blue flag has a bit of traction. Pagani's going to have a look as well, going to try and get past as well. Rom down the inside. Pagani backs out, he's going to try and get a better exit. Pagani having a little look here at Rom. Side by side. Still there. Pagani's on the... Oh, that was nearly the wall. Right, Pagani's going to have the slipstream though of the blue flag. Rom's still there though on the inside. Pagani round the outside. Good battling here. Pagani's going to have the inside line for the next corner. Should get the move done. Dusted. Pagani gets past up to P3. Good move. So T Smith, Blue flag and Pagani is the podium at the moment. Then we got Rom. Panda still in P5. Then we get Lico. Well, best for Lico so far with that GTI. He's done well in it. Managed to move off a little bit. From P7 in the Supra. And then we've got fellow Supra P8. Aaron's in P9. His tyres a little bit bad though, Aaron. The Aston Martin does seem to have a bit of tyre wear sometimes. T Smith is in the pits, so that's gonna... Blue flag's in the pits as well, so that's released Pagani into the lead. We get Panda in P2 and the GTR Lico in P3. Then it's the double Supra, the Mighty Eggy, and then you've got Hockey Hopkins is in P11, so we'll see what Hockey Hopkins comes out here, because there's going to be a lot of people coming into the pits and coming out. Blue flag looks like an outside shot for possibly the win or something here. He looks quite good. Coming back out. Yeah, it's quite a good track for you. It's quite a stable car and it's also quite quick in a straight line, so it's easy to overtake in. So the Becca is a decent all-round car, so it should be a good one around here, which is why it's up there. Blue flag is much more comfortable in that car than he is in the other two. Frome's managing to catch up a little bit in that super now. He's moving up a bit now. A bit different this week. Pagani and Aaron is a bit different in pace, so not working together. Not able to work together this time. It's been something we've been seeing a lot more this season when we work together as teammates. Still as it stands though, T-Smith's in a very good position I think for winning the championship. It was down in a battle, Aaron and Rom. Rom down the inside, Aaron on the outside. Aaron's off in the wall. Hockey Hopkins is, I think Rom's backed off. Aaron's passed but Donzo. Is Aaron round? Oh, Aaron's round. Oh god, it goes from bad to worse. Oh, it's been a nightmare for corners for Aaron now. That's such a shame. Frome's in P1 now still. Still? What am I on about still? Just got P1. T-Smith's in P2 after all that action. So T-Smith is still in a good place for a win at the moment by the looks of it. I think his nearest challenge is a blue flag in Pagani as it stands. Pagani on the curb. Frome should be in this lap. He's not going to have to feel to go for another lap, so he should be in. Which will release T-Smith into P1. And towards this right-hander. It's one of the most nicest corners to go round, I think, in GT Sports. I love the corner to go round, but it's very odd how much you can cut it. CJ still in P3. Both of the Toyotas should be in this lap. Along Mighty Iggy will be in not too long. Blue flag catching as well. So T-Smith right on the back of Frome, but not be for long. Let's just come around the final corner. We'll release T-Smith back on P1. There we go, T-Smith in, CJ's going to be in as well. Mighty Iggy going up to P2, blue flag back up to P3. Pagani up into P4. Panda's managed a good race so far, he's very comfortable in that Lexus. And big shout out to Lee so far, I think. For a car that shouldn't really be very good around here, he's managed to do very well so far. Oh, everyone's coming out in front of him. CJ has come out right beside him. Lee called down the inside. I don't think CJ knew he was there. Nico still having to go around the outside of CJ. He's still there though, Nico down the inside. CJ's on the outside. Still battling though, CJ on the outside coming towards the next. Oh, CJ changed direction, oh he's down the inside, Nico gives him the room. Bang of tyres, CJ get through. Rom having a look at Lico now as they go towards the S's. Lico still down the inside, Rom on the outside. Lico managing to hold him off at the moment. Rom looks like he's got much more speed through this section though than that Nissan. As they come down the straight though, this is where the Nissan's going to move away. I don't think Rom's going to have the straight line speed here. Not Lico's moving away. He's going to have to be brave on the brakes, and I think he's a wee bit too far back. Yeah, he just sits behind. So, look, oh, blue flag's got past the Mighty Iggy. So he's got 3.6 seconds to that. To T-Smith in front of him. I think T-Smith, I can't remember what tyres. I think they're actually on similar strategies tyre-wise. So I think both of these are kind of in a net P1, P2. Pagani looks like he's in a net P3, I think. And then we get Panda, who's a bit of a surprise up there. He's going to be in net P4, and then we'll get Flying Chrome and CJ moving up in a Toyota. Lico still getting chased by Rom. Okay, Hopkins jumps into the pits. He's down in P13 now after the incident. Flat. Four seconds is now the gap between these two, and then there's a fella for just over 4 seconds back to Pagani. The Mighty Iggy's come out on the mediums, but he's only fueled up enough for 1 lap. So the Mighty Iggy is not, well, since he used those mediums for long, a bit less why he's put 1 lap of fuel in, and then he's getting off them. So he clearly doesn't want to be on them for very long at all. I don't blame him. It's not a track for the mediums really. A lot of high speed corners, a couple of tricky sections, so mediums are a bit particularly slidey round here, I think. So everyone's want to get them off as quickly as possible. So Panda still P5, get chased by Flying from behind P6. Panda's once again on the gravel on the exit. Who's Nico? Ron, sorry, didn't say. Exit. So 4 and a bit seconds now. The guy's caught to blue flag maybe 6 or 7 times. The Mighty Iggy will bend this lap back in after this extremely short stint on the mediums. I don't think anyone's really want to use those mediums for particularly long at all. So here we go with Chrome and Panda. Chrome going for the inside. That Super's pretty nippy in a straight line speed though. So it's a Lexus in fairness. So Chrome down the inside, brakes later. Chrome gets it done. Good move by Chrome up to P4. Moving that Super up a little bit. So we'll get T Smith, blue flag, and Pagani as your podium at the moment. CJ just behind Chrome, Panda and the other Toyota. Lico the GTR, then it's Rom in the BMW, SUI in the Lexus, and Dom's in the Subaru rounds at the top 10. Garen and the Mighty Iggy having another battle. They had a battle last week, very good battle for podiums. Garen having a little look here, the Mighty Iggy. Don't think they're close enough to make a move. Come towards us. Right hander. It's one of those corners. It's a very odd corner. It's quite a tricky one as well to get right because you can easily miss your points, judgment points of where you're turning in because of how long. It's one of those odd ones. Particularly we've got tyre where it's quite tricky. So Michael C. who's going to bend this lap. Tyre wear's quite bad. Blue flag's dropped off quite a bit from the back of T Swift now, and Pagani's catching blue flag quite a bit as well. It was 4.4 2 laps ago, it's now 2.5, so he's nearly gained near 2 seconds. Chrome seems to be getting quicker in that Supra as well. And Pagani, flying from is at 55.2, Pagani's 10 quicker at 55.1. So is blue flag. There's only 3 times separating the fastest laps of the front 4. So they're all quite closely matched on pace. Panda's getting chased quickly now by the other Supra of CJ. CJ down the inside of Panda. Easy move, Panda doesn't fight it too much. Deluxe just noticed that Rom has made the change to his livery. Yes, I think he has. He's managed to put the Heineken logo on the right side now. He'll try to give us some entertainment when he's on first and stuff. So yes, Rom has fixed his logo. It no longer says Heineken back to front. Pagani still catching blue flag down to 2.2 now. CJ and Chrome. Both the Toyotas 4th and 5th. Some gaps now developing a little bit more, so not as many battles at the moment. Keep an eye on this gap here by Blue Flag and Pagani. Blue Flag's going to be in this lap. I think all of these guys actually have been in this lap. I don't think they'll be able to go another lap, so you should see Ftrl might be able to go one more lap. Bet it'll be tight. So T-Smith coming round to the double right-hander. Come through, flat out now towards the final corner. Downhill, kind of left-hander, long left-hander. T-Smith will be peeling off into the pits. Nice. Oh, he doesn't. Does he think he can get enough? He's got enough fuel for that lap. It's going to be a bit ballsy. Blue Flag peels into the pits, so does Pagani. Ftrl will go for another lap. CJ comes in, Panda comes in, Lee-Call comes in, so that's a bit of a change now. So we get T-Smith, Ftrl and Rom in P3 as it stands, so bit of a change out front. T-Smith has been a bit risky going for that last lap. He should have just about enough. Zom's saying hashtag Team Germany. Yep, Nations Cup teams have been revealed. I'm with Mr. Belgian himself, Ron, and flying through. Diggy's a second behind CJ. Panda's got back out in P9. T-Smith looks like he's just about got enough fuel to get to the end of this lap. Gotta admit though, bit ballsy, we'll say that. Don't know if I've done the same. I think I might have quit in the pits just in terms of being scared. He's extremely low on fuel. He's literally, I think he's going to have just enough and like no more. So Rom is going to be in this for the next lap. Flying Foam will be in this lap as well. So T-Smith coming around. He's timed it to perfection in fairness to his fuel. Ftrl coming around the final corner, he's going to be in as well for what will be his final pit stop. Ftrl into the pits. Rom will need to come in, I think, sometime. He's in this lap as well. So that releases Blue Flag. So where will Blue Flag come out? T-Smith's already out. T-Smith is already out. So, as I expected, T-Smith is your P1 at the moment. Blue Flag is P2. Pagani's back out in P3. Lee is in P4 in the GT1. I think if he gets P4 he'd be very happy, but he's going to have a tough fight with the Toyotas. So Ftrl needs to outscore T-Smith. It's 18 points he's going to have to outscore him by. So T-Smith, we're going to have to double check this because of the double point situation. Well, they're having a battle at the moment. Double check the points. So I know exactly where everyone is. Goal still in P4. Put the head flying over and CJ. So as it stands at the moment, Ftrl is P5, he's going down the inside of Lee-Call at the moment, so this could change. Backs off. As it stands at the moment, he's going to be outscoring T-Smith by 2 points. So unless he has a miraculous, he is up to P4 now, in fairness, so he has got past CJ. Possibly as well. So he is up, he's now got 12, he's outscoring him by 6 points now, but it's not enough. Pagani's going to be behind as well. So as it stands, unless anything strange happens in the last few laps, T Smith is the champion for season 7, is it? It's season 7. Lico having a look back at flying Ftrl. The second GTR Deluxe is SF Racing, who is missing this evening, which is why there's only one. Nico's doing a very good job this race to get P5 in that car. Blue Flag's had a solid 2 races in his new car, much more comfortable. T Smith is away and got 7.5 seconds now he's got. Pagani's 1.6 seconds behind Blue Flag. Pagani might be someone to watch here. Maybe we'll catch Blue Flag by the end of this. Froome has a bit more of a gap now to Lico, but he's still there. And then it's CJ just behind. Ron just behind as well, so Ron might be able to catch up to the back of this. Mighty Iggy is in P9, 4 seconds behind Panda. SBY in P10, Aaron P11. Donzo P12, Peteman P13, Michael C and Rocky Hopkins at P15. T Smith now up to 8 seconds. Gary gapped into 1.5 seconds to Blue Flag. Frome's away now from Lico. CJ still looking. Rom's caught up to the back as well. Obviously the Toyotas have got the wild card, so more points to gain to get with this wild card. That helps them in regards to the fight with Aston Martin and BMW. I think it could be quite tight towards the end of this because of the situation with Aaron. He's not gaining much points this week. It's going to all depend how it goes next week for Aston Martin with a wild card. If they have a good race, then could go to Aston Martin, but it all depends. Obviously, BMW have had 2 decent races so far, so you never know. It could be quite close. It could go either way, to be honest. Tyre wear is very good at the moment. What's happening out front with Pagani and Blue Flag? Still 8 Thames. Lico having a wobble there. CJ possibly gonna get moved on. Don't actually be overtaking that GTR. It's that quick in a straight line. It's not the easiest car to overtake. Rom just behind as well. Rom looks very quick as well. That BMW. Lico being a bit of a buffer at the moment for the cars behind. CJ and the slipstream. It's a bit to see DRS there. Right, one game. Lico just about managing to get turned in. So most of these guys will have one more lap. I think Ron, Iggy and Panda will get another lap. I think SPY will be the last one to get a lap in. Another lap in, so it depends. Everyone seems to have enough fuel anyway to get to the end. Blue Flag, 6 Thames ahead. Lico has got away from CJ a little bit here. Don't know if CJ's had a bad sector or something. Rom is right on the back of him. Rom's get better tyre wear, so Rom gonna have a look maybe down the inside. Having a little look. Why does it keep... Sorry about why it keeps doing that with the screen. I have no idea why it keeps doing it. I've done it about 4 or 5 times throughout the season. I have no idea what's going on. Silly street. CJ still managing to keep ahead of Rom. Oh, Rom manages to hold it there, but he nearly lost it. They're coming round to do the final lap. Pagani's managed to get past blue flag. He's up to P2. Frome's catching these guys as well. He might get thrown by the blue flag at the end of this lap. So CJ and Rom. Leakol's got away a bit here. Rom. Mighty Iggy's managing another lap. Panda's managing another lap. SUI is going to be the first person to cross the line. So he takes P10. Pagani having to defend here from blue flag. Down the inside, blue flag retakes P2. Pagani does a switch back. Blue flag down the inside, Pagani round the outside. Pagani's still there. Blue flag does a switch back. Blue flag gets on the slide. Frome's catching up at the back here. Roman's got past CG. Pagani trying to get slipstream as much as possible. Going to be down the inside. Blue flag defends. Frome catching rapidly at the back. Frome managed to get involved in this as I thought. Frome's on those super soft tyres, so he's managed to get quite quickly in. Pagani's going to go round the outside. The double right hander, he's not going to be able to get it done there. Frome's going to go down the inside of Pagani. Pagani round the outside, having to defend. Pagani! Frome forces them off there. T-Smith takes the championship. Blue flag takes P2, so that is Frome actually gets P3. I'm just going to double check, but I'm pretty sure T-Smith has won the championship. He has, I believe T-Smith has won the championship because Frome is only going to get 28, so he's outscored him by 10, and yep. As far as I'm aware, T-Smith has won the championship, so congratulations to him. Blue flag takes P2 at the end. Frome P3, Pagani gets overtaken in the last 2 corners for P4. Leakold takes P5, Rom takes P6. The Mighty Iggy takes P7, Panda takes P8. CJ's ran out of fuel. SPY takes P10, Aaron P11, Donzo P12, Peteman P13, Michael C P14, and Hockey takes P15. So, as far as I'm aware, I think T-Smith has won the championship, I believe. So that should be the championship done and dusted. So that is the action concluded for this evening. Next week we will have 4 teams using the wildcards for the final week. And also next week it is Nordschleife for Group 4, which will be very interesting. Everyone knows Nordschleife is an extremely long track, so that will be an interesting session. And then the Group 3 track is Kyoto, Yamagiwa and Miami as well, which is one of Aaron's favourite tracks as well, so that could be an interesting one for him. So join us for that. Obviously next week, as far as I'm aware, I think the championship has wrapped up, but obviously I'll confirm that next week, and obviously it'll be on the social media as well. but we'll have the manufacturer still to deal with next week. In terms of teams that have used it, so the Toyota has used theirs, and so is BMW. The only other team in the fight for that is the Aston Martins of Pagani and Aaron, who should be quite strong next week. Both of them, well, Pagani loves Nordschleife. I think Pagani is going to be teaching Aaron the ways of Nordschleife, and Aaron loves Kyoto. So it should be a very, very, very strong week for the Aston Martins next week. So thank you very much for joining me, and hopefully I will see you all next week. But have a nice night.